Hey folks! Happy 2021! For the first makeup tutorial of this year, I'm gonna be transforming into Gwen Stacy from Into the Spiderverse. It's my favorite Marvel film of all time, like no questions asked, no contest whatsoever. I just think it's spectacular in every single way. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how I transform into my favorite character from the movie. Let's go! Alright, so I already have my foundation, concealer, and blue contacts in, so we're gonna jump right into contouring. For Gwen Stacy, her face shape is basically a heart. So she has a wide forehead, and then she has a thinner jaw and cheekbones. So the contouring I did for this is basically kind of drawing a V with my contouring powder from my chin all the way up to my cheekbones. And that's gonna make my lower part of my face look much slimmer. Now, the majority for contouring actually goes into her nose bridge and eye sockets. For her nose bridge, there are basically two lines drawn on, like, with the art style. We're not gonna do, like, hard lines. Instead, we're gonna basically create that shape, which is a very, very thin nose bridge and then a wider tip. As for the eye sockets, there's actually a shadow underneath her eyebrow, like, there's a space in between her eyebrow and then there's skin, and then it's the shadow of her eyelid. So that's why we created that dark shape right on top of my eyes. And then for the lips, her lips are also very pouty, so I went ahead and just shaded underneath to make it look fuller. And finally, for the blush, it kind of looks like she has a line of blush across her cheeks, kind of like if you had freckles. So I put that line of blush right there. Now jumping into her eyebrows. Her eyebrows are so straight. Something I will never be. Okay. In all honesty, yeah. They're very straight and they're quite long. At least longer than mine. I have really short eyebrows naturally, so I'm actually just drawing them straight across my natural brow. And then I am doing the tip downwards. And lastly, just to make it look more natural, I'm using my favorite little eyebrow embroidery pen. And she also has a piercing on her left eyebrow. I don't have one yet, so I'm just gonna draw it on. I also could not find my temporary one. Not bad. And now for the eyes. So her look is super natural. In fact, it kind of just looks like she has eyeliner on. But my eye shape is not exactly the same. So we're gonna elongate the ends of my eye, like the outer corner of my eye. And I'm just gonna do that by adding some more shadow. I am putting kind of a guide as well for my eyeliner, which is why I did that kind of triangle shape on the outside. That bottom line is basically gonna be covered by eyeliner, but the line on top from the crease of my eyelid all the way into from the outer corner to the inner corner, that's basically gonna be kept there. It's not gonna be covered by anything. It's just to create that eye shape. And then to really define my eyes, I'm also adding powder in my lower lid. Now for the eyeliner, I basically just use the guide of like my lower eyelid. And instead of making a typical wing, where it kind of like flicks upward or it's just straight, you can see that I kind of made this almost rounded triangle, and that's because that's exactly what her eyeliner looks like, or maybe it's her eyelid, I'm not sure. I think it's her eyeliner. And I'm just rounding that out. As you can see, it's a really thick line of eyeliner, and it has to be like that because that's what it is in the movie. And I'm basically now just defining those shadows, making it a little darker because, you know, it's so black and it kind of washed out the original. As for lashes, I keep it simple. It doesn't really look like she has like crazy lashes on the movie, so I just curl my lashes and add a layer of mascara. Now for her lips, again, her lips are kind of pouty. Mine kind of are already, so I'm not overdrawing them or anything. I don't want to make it too crazy. And I'm using a nude lipstick. In fact, her lips are kind of like a pinky nude, kind of light, so I'm layering over a light pink on top of my nude lipstick. And that's gonna complete the lips. The last thing that we're gonna do is, again, my favorite step of all time. It is to highlight the entire face. For the eyebrows, I'm actually highlighting not just the brow bone, but underneath the entire eyebrow. And then I'm highlighting the tip of my nose to look wider. And I'm highlighting the bridge to look slimmer, just like a while ago. Then I'm popping them in the inner corner of my eyes as always to look more awake and alert. as well as my cheekbones, my chin, and the last part is to highlight the almost the entire upper lip, not just the cupid's bow. Again, so that it looks much fuller, because her lips are like really pouty. And that's it for the makeup. So let me put on my wig and I'll show you the rest of the look. So here's how it looks all together. This is kind of a fast video. First video of 2021. Woohoo! Thanks so much for watching if you have, and I hope that this tutorial helped you. The main thing with Gwen Stacy's makeup, I would say, is that her eyebrows are really straight. Her eyeliner is like very defined, and so is her nose bridge. And then you can kind of go with what works for you for the rest of the face, really. I really like this version of Gwen Stacy, like when she got her hair shaved on the sides because of the little accident that happened in school. I absolutely love it. I basically have this lace front wig and I chopped most of it off. It was like an old lace front wig from a friend. And I just repurposed it basically. And I naturally have an undercut, as you saw earlier, but it was green and I'm not blonde and it wasn't that long. So that's why I have this wig. So anyway, I hope 2021 is treating you well, and I hope that it continues to for the rest of the year because God knows we need it. Alright, see you next time!